Halftime score 32-28. The Doane College Tigers lead the Prairie Wolves. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Inside. Back out to Colste for three. Nothing but nylon.
What a
quick move. A nice quick to that zone. Bucher, a running jumper in the lane. In the lane, give it off left side. Great look that time.
That makes a big difference.
The hoop and the harm. Callie Bass, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts that one back up and in, and you called it, Jeff. Off that inside game. Here the Tigers go back inside and backing her way down.
Hi, this is Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy. Did you know that proper insulation levels can help reduce your heating and cooling costs? You can check your attic insulation level with this very advanced high-tech tool called a ruler. Make sure you have 14 to 16 inches of insulation for maximum energy efficiency. It'll help reduce drafts and allow your heating and cooling systems to not have to work so hard. Think of it as saving money by the inches, $1, $2, $3, you get the idea. For more ways to save, visit les.com today. See you next time.
Back at Snyder Arena, Lucas Mormon alongside Jeff Moats and our entire Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network crew. 32-28, the Tigers on top of the Prairie Wolves. Take a look at your halftime stats, and really pretty even across the board, Jeff.
Yeah, even the turnover totals are not that bad. I mean, it's still a lot considering we've only played 20 minutes of basketball, but 6 apiece. Considering what these two teams have been known to commit per game, that's not bad.
Yeah, both teams taking care of the ball a little bit well. They've shot well from beyond the arc, 42.9, 37.5. They've each hit 3 triples, so keeping the others at bay there. But it's the free throw line, Jeff. 11 of 13 for the Tigers. 13 attempts, just 3 for Nebraska Wesleyan in that first half.
And 1 of 3 for 33%. That's what Wesleyan needs to work on here in the second half, going to the free throw line.
Tiger basketball to start this. Don't forget Courtney Cook with 2 fouls, along with Amanda Diaz for Nebraska Wesleyan to start here. Diaz with the steal there.
That's that help defense. Working off screens.
Colste, hot hand in the first half. She had 12 in that opening frame. Sanchez from the right side, and she buries her first triple of the game. And that's what you need out of the Prairie Wolf perimeter players.
That's number 16 on the season for Sanchez. And that helps right out of the gate.
Well, that takes a little bit pressure off Bucher, and Cook inside. Jumper right side from 17, no good. Good check out on the weak side by Bucher. Within 1 here. In that first half, we had 3 ties, 7 lead changes. So it was a back and forth battle.
Now, Doane hasn't scored since about 3 minutes remaining in the first half. So they've had at least a 4-minute scoring drought.
Sanchez, step back 3, no good. Cook kicks it out. Diaz on the right wing. In and out, all but down. And then there's going to be a tie-up, and let's see who this one's on. I think nope, it'll be against Cook. I thought maybe Dostal got tied up there. That'll be number 3 on Courtney Cook. So we'll see how long Coach Fett lets Courtney go out there with the 3 fouls. Had a backdoor cut. Good defense by Colste. Calling out a set play now. 9 on the shot clock to work with. Good defense by the Prairie Wolves here. Step back 3 from Beller. In and out, back in again.
Right before the shot clock expired, too. It couldn't have come at a better time for Doane.
She had to create that all by herself. Not a lot was happening in that set play. Colste got by her defender, kicked it off. Bucher down the baseline, gives it up. Cook from 15. That's a sweet little jump shot on the baseline by Courtney Cook.
And that's her first basket of the game, too.
Out there with 3 fouls is Cook. Inside, Dostal. Left it short that time, poked out of there by the Prairie Wolves. Within 2 here. 17:45, second half. We'll have the men's game to follow here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. There's a jumper from Cook trying to go back-to-back. Couldn't get that one to go. Not a lot of transition points by either teams, limiting the turnovers. There's a takeaway by Diaz, still on the floor. Battle for it. It'll be a tie-up, and it will go back to the Prairie Wolves.
Well, yeah, a lot of half-court offense tonight. Not a lot of transition points from either one. And that, that's another big difference to look at, too, because you can obviously get some quick points in transition, but both teams tonight very content in their half-court offense.
The Cole State turnaround jumper from 12. Man, that one crawled over, really wanted to go down, but popped back out of there. So they've had a couple chances to tie it up, even take the lead. Dostal faces up, skips it across. 3 on the way from Bittinger, and she's nothing but cords.
She was wide open, deep in that corner. Good spot up that time from Bittinger.
Bittinger has 12. She averages about 14. Diaz over to Colstay. Man-to-man here by the Tigers on this trip. Felicia wheels in the lane. Hard off glass, but a foul from the center official, and it'll send Felicia to the line. First team foul on Hannah Bernard.
Look at Colstay again on that spin move. Nice spin in the lane.
Uses her body to shield the basketball, keep it protected. Makes the first free throw. Bucher gets a rest. Free throws up and in to Colstay, having a nice night. She averages 13.3. She's over that at 14.
Now you're Doane. You got the ball. You're up by 1 possession here.
Look close out by Ashley that time. In the zone this time. Nebraska Wesleyan mixing things up.
Now the shot clock down to 10. Here's a 3.
That one barely brought iron from Bernard. A triple here would tie it. Played 4 minutes in the second half. Nebraska Wesleyan trying to get that first win at home since 2012. The runner on the right side for Cook. Cook has 4 of the 9 here in the second half. Sticking with that zone. Dostal got pretty good position inside that time, and Courtney Cook, all she could do is throw the arms up there with those 3 fouls.
And she had to. She did the right thing, went straight up. You might as well give up the points from that close range when you're in foul trouble like Courtney Cook. But a good post up from Dostal.
Got deep in there against that zone. Diaz on the dribble, 11 on the shot clock. Gets a pick, works the right side, tried to go behind the back, lost it. Tigers the other way.
Don't want to get too fancy when you're close to the basket like that.
Inside this time it was Broman, and she draws the foul against Ashley. Take a look here. Good entry pass. Again, good position on the block, 1 power dribble, and Ashley didn't think maybe that she got as much arm as the official did. Free throw's no good.
But tonight, every post player from Doane, that they've gotten the ball every time underneath the basket. They've been very deep and they've been well positioned.
No good on the second one. A rebound to Cook. So after a hot shooting first half, 11 of 13 from the line, 0 for 2 to start the second half from the charity stripe for the Tigers. Still just a 3-point deficit here for the Prairie Wolves. And there's a 3 from the top, no good. Cook stepping out beyond the arc to try and bury one that time. Other way for the Tigers. Again, deep in the lane. And again, a foul. This one's on Cook, and that's number 4 at the 14:43 mark.
And Doane's doing the right thing because they're feeding the ball inside. They're going to take it right at Cook. Watch this again on the replay. There you see Broman went right at Cook. And that's just part of the game plan. You take out one of your top scorers.
Well, you touched on it the previous possession, Jeff. The depth they're getting in their position, there's not much you can do if they get the ball at that location.
Right, and the only thing you got to do is you take it strong to the basket, and that's what Doane is doing against people like Cook and putting them in foul trouble.
Both of them fall through that time for Broman, so after an 0 for 2 performance. She knocks them both down, earns herself a little breather. Willicott checks back in.
And you know, Wesleyan could do the same thing too. Because when you go to Bridget Bucher on the inside, she's very capable of facing up to the basket and taking it right to the hoop.
It's all about getting that initial position, and Doane's done a good job of working, whether it's been the man-to-man or the zone. Now Bucher working, and Bucher 12 feet from the basket when she gets the ball. Spins, powers it up, draws the foul. Be one of 2 guilty parties here. Let's see who they tab with this one. Looks like it's going to be Broman with her second. Bucher had 9 in the first half.
Actually, they're going to call that one on Dostal.
Oh, they did get it on Dostal.
Now, when you're in the situation like this, you take it right at the basket. The other thing you got to do is you got to try to hit your free throws.
1 of 2 that time for Bridget Bucher, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. She has 10. 4-point game here. Nebraska Wesleyan trying to sneak out a win at home. Within striking distance here. Good take that time down the baseline for Hannah Bernard. Well, it's not just another game for Doane here. They're trying to play themselves into the GPAC tournament. They need a win tonight and a Dordt loss at some point to get into the GPAC tournament, to be in that top 8 of the final conference standings, to get themselves into the postseason. Diaz thought about the 3. Instead, Bucher faces up, dribbles in the lane, kick out to Colstate, 3, right side, ring it up.
Good inside-outside offense. And of course, Colstate and Bucher very familiar with each other, playing basketball together for several years, even from the high school level, and now here at Wesleyan.
The 3 quiets the run inside. That time they double down, take it away.
Diaz with good help defense on that baseline. Let's see what Wesleyan can do here in this half-court offense. You're down 3. Good shot selection comes into play.
Colstate has a one-on-one matchup. She likes that. Goes right at the hoop. Left it hard. Thought she got fouled. Other way they go. A good recognition by Colstate. One-on-one. That's a pretty good matchup. Inside they go. Kick out. 3 ball right side. It's off. 2-on-2 here. Beller will slow it down. (44-41). Trying to claw their way back in here. Slipped the pick to Colstate that time. Point blank range. Needs to go up with it. Instead, kicks it out. Bucher jumper, no good. A good slip of the pick that time, but just couldn't finish. In the lane, taken away. Linus has a 2-on-1. Defender comes from behind. Kicks it out instead to Colstate. Spots and decides against the transition 3, and they'll reset in the half court. Linus to the hoop. Little floater off glass, no.
Good look, though.
Now that zone defense again. Skip over the top, and the 3 from Barnard. It's short. That'll go out of bounds to the Prairie Wolves.
It's all about patience, too, in the half-court game, as a timeout will be taken by Doane.
44-41, Nebraska Wesleyan looking for that first home win here in the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Today, you could save a life. Fire is not like what you see in the movies. Real fire is hot and oppressive. You can't stand up. The smoke is so black and toxic you can hardly see or breathe. Many deadly fires are started each year in the kitchen, by food left on the stove, or by candles left burning in a room. So do the responsible thing. Never leave a room while cooking food or burning candles. Respect the use of matches and lighters, and remember, today, you could save a life.
Back on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network, that first home win since December 20th, 2011 is what these Prairie Wolves are looking for tonight. 28 straight GPAC losses, trying to right the ship there. Their last GPAC win was against a Doane team over in Crete over a year ago, but the last home one almost 788 days ago.
Hard to believe. So they're looking to end that more than 2-year drought not having a conference win here at home. And when you go back, that's 2 seasons ago. And what it would mean to come out here with a win tonight on the final game here at home in this regular season. Be a huge deal for these young players from Wesleyan.
Colster at the kick out. Beller at the jumper. No good. 17 still on the shot clock on the offensive rebound. Sanchez wheels in the lane and down. She has 5, so everyone getting in the action a little bit more tonight. Within 1 now. A slower pace like this favors Nebraska Wesleyan. But they got to work hard in this zone. So they got some shooters, and they do. They make Doane throw it away.
And that's the key element about using a zone defense. You're going to be able to force the perimeter game to get turnovers. And in that time, and trying to make Doane pass the ball around, not looking inside as much, you're going to see stuff like that happen. And now Wesleyan with an opportunity here to go ahead.
To Colstay off glass. Almost had the three-point play. Missed it hard. But she had that look in her eye out of the wing that she was taking that one to the hole when she had the one-on-one matchup. Second foul on Barnard.
Tied up here.
No good on the second one, but knotted at 44.
4th time tonight that we've been tied in this game, Lucas.
Inside, they try to do it again, force another turnover. So back-to-back possessions, that zone has worked. They force some errant passes. Diaz with a little hesitation. Kick out to Sanchez. Again, a high 3. And I tell you, she gets a bounce off of her misses. She's had 2 that's hit the upright. That one went over the backboard.
And have you noticed with the rims, they're a little bouncy.
Little loose.
And that's why you see some of these shots that bounce high off or carry them off the rim really high, go over the backboard.
These are new rims. They were installed after the Christmas break. Talking with Alex Linden. Good block by Bucher. Put back goes. Staying with it that time was Broman. It's just the 5th field goal of the second half for the Doane Tigers. Diaz with a little fancy dribble and gets it to Sanchez. Dribbles baseline. Back to Diaz. Traveled with it. Didn't get it down quite in time that time. Diaz, again, just a freshman. You look up and down this lineup. A 6-foot or 5'11" guard out of Arvada, Colorado. And she could be a good one as well. You have that kind of length at the guard spot. Just getting used to the college game again. Tigers on the attack this time, and it'll stay with the Tigers after another block from Bridget Bucher.
Another solid game from Bucher on the inside tonight, offensively and defensively, doing a very good job. She's already got 10 points in this game, but they need her.
To Colstay, the last one to get a hand on it. Almost an easy bucket for Doane that time.
Yeah.
Willicott sits down. Dostal returns. Free throw line jumpers up. No good. Battle for it. Sanchez gets it. Trailing by a deuce. Sanchez across the timeline.
10 minutes to go here.
This is right where you want to be if you're Nebraska Wesleyan. You're in a game late in the second half. And you notice maybe a little extra hop in the steps. There's a deep 3 from Ashley.
Looked like it was on target, but rattled out.
Ooh, almost they thought of travel, some of the fans here, but and Schroeder over there says no, bobble. 2-3 zone again from the Prairie Wolves. Kick out 3, top of the key, Beller, no. Rebound to Kylie Ashley. A pull for 3 from Tukolste.
How about that? Now we got a collision in the backcourt.
It's like Sanchez and Bittinger got tied up. And they're going to call the foul on Sanchez, I believe. 4th team foul of the half on the Prairie Wolves. Kind of just a collision there. Well, full court pressure now. And there's the hold.
Yep.
Diaz, and she knew it too. She had a fistful of jersey right there on the near sideline. That's the 3rd on Diaz. Tigers 25 with the shot clock, poked away in the middle of that zone. They're really collapsing on that now.
And how effective has this zone been for Wesleyan?
To Colstay, heat check shot from the baseline. Bucher had it. The foul's going to be called. A good check off that time as Dostal picks up her 3rd.
And that time, it was Bucher who was blocking out on the offensive end. Take a look at this again. Watch this. And look at how Bucher got positioned underneath the basket. Got around the block out of Dostal to get the ball.
4th team foul for the Tigers. Bucher on the inbounds. Into the lane. Little runner. A floater. High archer. Got it. The scoop shot from Bucher.
What a shot.
It's her first field goal of the half. She has a dozen for the game. Now a block by Ashley. A 3-point lead, and the Prairie Wolves looking to add to it, and the bench is excited.
A little momentum here.
This is the kind of energy maybe they haven't felt in a while, a lead late in the ball game. Just a win here at home to close out the season, just help you feel a little bit better about the season going into the off period here. To Colstay, dribbles in the line, and foul.
That was a hard foul. It looks like Willicott will be picked up for the foul.
Check this. To Colstay, that spin into the lane, puts it up. A lot of face and hand. Free throws, no good.
Well, we talk about the last time there was a GPAC win here at home for Wesleyan. Their last win against a GPAC opponent was, ironically, against Doane a year ago.
Look at the hustle play there by Ashley, and then taken away.
So,
and it's not just a GPAC win, Jeff. Look at the first home win since 2011.
Yeah. But still plenty of game time left.
Good defense by Colstay. Willicott might have thought she got a little bit of arm drug on there. Now Sanchez on the dribble. Prairie Wolves with the ball and a 3-point lead. Sanchez into Bucher. Good find. Bucher with the finger roll in the left hand.
And that was almost a takeaway, too, for Bittinger. Had that been the case, it would have been off to the races.
Bittinger gambled, and that time it didn't pay off. This zone. See if the Tigers can shoot the Prairie Wolves out of it. Inside they go. A little inside-out action. Into the lane. Beller had it blocked.
Good block by Diaz. And now the momentum on the side of the Prairie Wolves here.
5-point cushion, and Coach Fett wants to talk it over and make sure they know how to play with this lead. We'll pause as well. 51-46 on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
The Lincoln Water System knows you are busy, and we appreciate your help as we replace your indoor water meters. First, look for a door hanger with your appointment time. Make sure an adult will be present. Allow easy access to the meter, and make sure the technician is wearing a Lincoln Water System uniform and carrying ID. The free replacement takes only about 20 minutes. For more information, call 402-441-1500 or visit water.lincoln.ne.gov.
Nebraska Wesleyan with a 5-point cushion. You can watch all these again on Channel 80, 71.15. We had the Concordia game on the 5th. Dort just this last Saturday, and tonight's game, of course, the Tigers coming to town. You can watch those on the tape delay basis. Also, you can watch everything live as it happens, nwusports.com to catch us live. Glad to be out here again this season. Cover some hoops.
Before game time tonight, Kylie Ashley's grandfather and grandmother, they're here in town from Colorado, and they were talking with me before. Well, her grandfather came over and talked to me here before game time, said nothing but praise and great appreciation for what we do, and of course what Nebraska Wesleyan does in providing these online broadcasts via nwusports.com. So, you know, it gets out to a lot of people that can't always make it here to Lincoln to see these games.
Hats off to our crew who helps put these together. couldn't do it without all the work behind the scenes. Nebraska Wesleyan with the lead in the ball. Jumper from Diaz off back iron. Rebound by Ashley. Into the lane to Colstate. Kick out. Diaz 3 right side. Off iron. No. Other way for Bittinger and the Tigers. The former Milford Eagle with a zippy pass inside. Off window. A good find to get Broman for 2.
She's really been the enforcer on the inside here in this second half for Doane.
Still a 3-point cushion. 6.5 approaching. Sanchez up top on the dribble. Back to a man-to-man here, the Tigers. Cook with those 4 fouls hasn't been in for the last 8 minutes. Turnaround shot, Sanchez, no.
That was a tough shot. When you got a double team, that's tough to get that shot off.
Kick out for 3 and the Tigers off iron. Tracking it down is Sanchez.
And it's almost as if Doane is not putting forth a lot of effort trying to get the offensive rebound either. And it's allowing Wesleyan to get those loose basketballs.
To Colstay inside. Back to Bucher down the lane. Another runner. That one's short, but I think it was touched by the Tigers, and it was. No argument from the Doane bench.
Of course, Wesleyan probably looking for a foul. Take a look at this again. A little bit of a contact there.
A little hand on it. So it stays with Nebraska Wesleyan. 11 to shoot. Beller with it. To go inside to Bridget Bucher. Bucher turns up and under. Got it to go on the left side. That time she used the right hand.
That's every time. Again, she does such a great job of facing up to the basket every time she gets it on the block.
Versatile that time with the right-handed finger low. Oh, this time a good pass inside, a swing and a foul. That's going to be the second on Bucher. Dostal with the bucket and the foul.
And it's such a good, look at this again. Again, there's the feed, quickly on the inside. Able to get open in the lane, got the ball, quick turnaround off the glass and drew the contact.
And where they get open in the lane, Jeff.
I mean,
it's said all game, it's deep, it's point blank. And once they get the ball there, you're at the mercy of whatever move they have. And that time Bucher picked up the foul.
And I'm surprised here in the second half they haven't done that more often.
That free throw is good by Dostal. She has a dozen in the game. Now a 2-point lead just for the Prairie Wolves. 5:22 left. Cook back in there. They try to go inside towards Courtney Cook, the 6-foot post player. Need to get it in. Beller gets it, puts up a jumper. No good. Had time to work with on the shot clock that time. Probably could have brought her around, but had an open look. Cook got away with the 5th foul there. Back in the 2-3.
Now the shot clock getting close to 10 here for Doane.
Baseline 3 on the little run out. Nothing but cords for Hannah Bernard.
Now Doane regains that lead, Lucas.
Back and forth we go. They got to know where Barnard is on those baselines. She's their 3-point specialist. Kick out. Sanchez left baseline for a 3. She answers! 56-54, Prairie Wolves by 2.
What a shot that was from Kelly Sanchez. Good look.
Inside, and the foul will be on Ashley, it looks like. No, they're going to call that one on Diaz, her 4th.
So now you got Cook and Diaz both out there on the floor with 4 fouls apiece.
Another great find, though. And that one wasn't so much about the post-up position as just settling in that zone, and what an entry pass. Free throws up and in. Dostal's only missed from the line 1 time tonight. 6 of 7 right now. Trying to tie this one back up. She does. And Coach Fairbanks for the Tigers wants to make sure everything is in order. Knot it up. 56 apiece here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Thank you for supporting Lincoln Cares. By voluntarily adding $1 each month to your Lincoln Electric System bill, you've helped improve parks programs and facilities across the city. Now your dollar goes even further. Lincoln Cares has been expanded to support not just parks, but also libraries and programs for older adults. And your donations are matched by community partners. See how much more $1 can do. Visit lincolncares.org.
Tie ball game here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Lucas Mormon alongside Jeff Moats. The last time, all Tigers, 82-30, lowest point total since the 76-77 season. And they've turned the tables here in this one. Don't forget Tecole under the weather that game, didn't play a lot. That was earlier in the year. A lot of these freshmen, not quite as much experience under their belt. And Cook and Bucher, Diaz, all a little more experienced here. These underclassmen. And maybe a little more hungry right now to close out the home season here with a victory. And it's always fun to spoil the Tigers' postseason hopes, because they need a win and a Dordt loss to get into the tournament. Full court pressure now by Bernard. Linus in there to handle it. Good substitution by Coach Fett to get the ball handler in there. Cook on the wing, dribbles all the way down. Bucher puts it on the floor. 8 to work with on the shot clock. Back to Bridget Bucher. Bucher muscles one up, can't get it to go. And the other way come the Tigers.
Tough shot that time.
Shot clock winding down. Kick out, this time driving in, pulling up from 10, no good. Tapped around, a foul's going to be called on Tecole, I believe. Nope, they'll get it on Cook, and that'll be her 5th.
Fouling out with 4 points tonight just wasn't her night. She got into foul trouble early, and since then just could not recover. And so Cook, the sophomore, fouls out with, the sophomore with 4 points on the night.
Averaging 12 on the year, but like I say, she sat majority of the first half with the 2 early fouls. Picked up 3 and 4 very early in the second half. Free throws good by Broman. Tigers doing a lot of damage from the charity stripe.
And that's where they need to do it, especially at this time of the game with almost 3.5 minutes to go.
That one's good. They had 713 attempts coming into the game. Their opponents only 589 attempts. Back to a 2-point deficit now for the Prairie Wolves. 17 to shoot. Tecole kicks it out. Sanchez for 3. That one's off to the right. Battle for it, and Sanchez is going to pick up the foul.
And we'll go to the other end to shoot the 1-and-1.
And after that one, the rest of the way, it'll be 2 for the Tigers. They're going to talk it over and make sure they got the right shooter.
So Callie Beller will go to the line to shoot.
Marner tried to walk in there and shoot it. She's an 83% free throw shooter. Beller just 76. That one rolls through.
Nine for her tonight.
Trying to make it a 4-point Tiger lead. She does.
Gives
Plenty
her
of
10.
time, though. 3:16 and counting. And
But
Coach Fett wants to take a timeout. Make sure they have their game plan in order for the final 3 minutes and 12 seconds. You're watching Prairie Wolf basketball on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Your life is what you make of it. In Lincoln, some are making it fun. Some are making it successful. Others are making it vibrant, refreshing, economical, creative, interesting. They're making Lincoln home. So, make it young. Make it a family. Make it a booming career. Make it whatever makes you happy. Make your life right in Lincoln.
Camps here a day. Of these numbers,
60-56. Doane has clawed their way back on top here in the final home game from Snyder Arena. Lucas Mormon alongside Jeff Moats, our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew. Thanks for giving us a watch this evening. Nebraska Wesleyan had a lead by as many as 6. It's been a back and forth contest as they're trying to close out the season on a high note here. Pink zone night from Snyder Arena. Last home game of the year. Trying to spoil the postseason hopes as well of the Tigers. They need a win and a Dordt loss. Dordt up against Northwestern, so you got to like the odds of the Dordt loss if you're the Tigers. But right now, the Prairie Wolves are giving the Tigers all they can handle here for all but 3 minutes of this one.
Now they go zone. They go to 2-3 zone. They're going to try to make Wesleyan go outside.
Good entry feed. Bucher on the glass right side.
I spoke too soon. Good entry pass in the inside. Bucher with the finish.
19 for her, or 18. Kick out 3, trying to answer. That one's way short. Ashley comes away with it. She gets bumped. No call. The Tigers regroup. And a pull-up jumper just like that by Dostal.
Boy, that's a big difference right there.
Big no call on the baseline there.
That's huge. Now Wesleyan's got to respond here.
Remember, Cook is fouled out for the Prairie Wolves. Bucher has it beyond the arc. That's not where she wants to be. 13 on the shot clock. She faces up against man-to-man on this trip. To Colstay in the lane. Couldn't get it to fall, but she got bonked in the head, says the lead official, Ann Schroeder. Second on Broman. Take a look here. Into the lane. Yep, right on the top of the head. Couldn't finish. 2 free throws. And to Colstay has been ice cold from the line tonight.
And that's another big difference too, Lucas.
Yeah, points at the line. There's a lot of missed opportunities. To Colstay just can't find the range from the charity stripe. There she hits one. Third make of the night for Colstay, and it's a 3-point lead.
Still one possession here. Need to force a turnover here if you can.
Now the Prairie Wolves stick in that zone. Trying to go high-low are the Tigers. Beller, right side, 10 to shoot now. That's Bittinger. Swings it around, loose ball. 6 to work with, down the lane. Little floater, got it to go. Callie Beller. It's a clutch shot by Beller. Recognized the shot clock was winding down. Now a 5-point lead. 95 seconds left in this one. A man-to-man look to Colstay. Inside Bridget Bucher. Got away with the travel, but got the hoop and the harm. I don't think she got that one down unless she kept that pivot foot. Either way, a brilliant move by Bucher.
That's a big post up there for Bucher. Take a look at this again. Whoa. Pretty close.
Hits it. Bucher having a career night. He's got 21.
Now the pressure, you got to apply it.
The Tigers will be content with the 2-point lead to run a little clock here. 1:15 left.
Try to force Doane to take a poor shot if you can.
Try to go inside. Kick it across. And poked away. Nearly able to get the steal to Colstay. Now 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock.
But that gives Doane some time to set up for a shot still.
Coach Fett working hard on the sidelines. Shouting out instructions, the first-year head coach for Nebraska Wesleyan. Tigers into the lane. Crazy circus shot. Battle for it. It'll go to the Nebraska Wesleyan. Under a minute, within 2 here from Snyder Arena.
Going down to the wire here, we got 57.3 seconds remaining, and now a big possession for the Prairie Wolves.
The Prairie Wolves looking to tie it up here. Sanchez on the dribble. To Colstay looking for the screen. Deep three-pointer, buries it to Colstay with a dagger, and she gives the Prairie Wolves the lead.
Now you got to play tough defense if you're Wesleyan. Don't leave open the shot.
For the answer, no, but a second chance. The rebound by Dostal in the lane, and a timeout first by Coach Fairbanks of the Tigers.
Boy.
Prairie Wolves by 1. It's coming down to the wire here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Today, you could save a life. We know that when emergency vehicles are approaching, it can be alarming, and remembering what to do may escape you. Whenever you see and hear lights and sirens of an emergency vehicle, move to the right of the road and stop. Wait for all emergency vehicles to pass. It may be one of your family or friends we're going to assist. Please help us to arrive quickly and safely, and remember, today, you could save a life.
The Prairie Wolves with the 1-point lead, 32 seconds left, 27 on the shot clock. Look at this deep three-pointer to give the Prairie Wolves the lead from the sophomore from Norris, Felicia Tukolste.
How clutch was that?
Everyone in here thought she was going towards the rack, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. You know, you try to go for the tie and try to get the hoop and the harm, but Tukolste spots up and drills that long three. And she's had a great shooting night tonight.
She's had a great night, period. She's got 25 points.
The two former Norris Titans have had great shooting
Both
nights.
of them over 20 points tonight.
Bucher and Tukolste.
Over their average for points. They average 58 points on the regular season, so over that tonight. Doane has the basketball with the chance to take the lead with the hoop. 27 to work with on the shot clock, 32 on the game clock.
Got to deny that inbounds pass.
They get it in and blocked from behind to Tukolste, but saved in. Dostal, 23 to work with on the shot clock. Poked away by Bucher.
Good defense.
And the fans here getting a little fired up to see maybe, just possibly, the second win of the season. Checking in is Ashley, and another timeout. We'll take it, 65-64, Prairie Wolves.
Hi, this is Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy. Did you know that proper insulation levels can help reduce your heating and cooling costs? You can check your attic insulation level with this very advanced high-tech tool called a ruler. Make sure you have 14 to 16 inches of insulation for maximum energy efficiency. It'll help reduce drafts and allow your heating and cooling systems to not have to work so hard. Think of it as saving money by the inches, $1, $2, $3, you get the idea. For more ways to save, visit les.com today. See you next time.
23.7 left in this one, and Nebraska Wesleyan lead, trying to get that first GPAC win since 2011 here at home. Tigers 15 to work with in the shot clock. On the dribble and another timeout. Coach Fairbanks didn't like the look of that at all. She has one timeout left, back with the final 17.2 after this.
The Lincoln Water System knows you are busy, and we appreciate your help as we replace your indoor water meters. First, look for a door hanger with your appointment time. Make sure an adult will be present. Allow easy access to the meter, and make sure the technician is wearing a Lincoln Water System uniform and carrying ID. The free replacement takes only about 20 minutes. For more information, call 402-441-1500 or visit water.lincoln.ne.gov.
Felicia Tukolste hit the three to put the Prairie Wolves up 65-64. That's where we're at right now.
And now Brittany Fett's going to burn a 30-second timeout. Let's just keep it right here and kind of reset everything. You got 17.2 seconds on the clock, 12 seconds on the shot clock, 5-second differential roughly. Wesleyan up by 1. Doane with an opportunity to get the ball into one of their outside shooters. And you could look at either Bittinger, you could look at Barnard, Beller. They've hit outside shots, or you can go inside. Take a look at this again. This is Tukolste's three that gave Wesleyan the 1-point advantage, and she buried it from the top. But several things to look at if you're Doane. Go in. You got your post players, Broman and Dostal, who have really been effective on the inside, especially on an inbounds play from close range with that much time left on the shot clock.
Each team with one timeout. They get it in to Barnard. Inside they go. They kick it out. 8 to work with on the shot clock. Beller on the dribble. Nowhere to go. 4. Dostal puts it up. Left it short. Rebound by Ashley. Then taken away. The putback Ashley's on the floor. Another chance for Beller. No good! Prairie Wolves win 65-64, and that breaks the streak.
What a way to finish at home. What a way to finish your regular season at home tonight. So close for Doane, though. 3 opportunities at least on that possession.
Let's take a look again at the shot here. Down the lane earlier in the game. Cook. Doane was at the free throw line a lot tonight. They got a lot of points there, but Nebraska Wesleyan was able to pull away. Take a look at some of the highlights here from earlier tonight. Colstay had a career night, 25 points tonight. Her former Norris teammate, a big night as well, as Bucher had 21 in the win. Going to work there. There's Colstay with another one of her triples. She had 5 3-point field goals. Bucher with the scoop shot, getting it to go. And one more time, Bridget Bucher down low. 46 of the 65 tonight for Wesleyan, and there's the big one, the triple by Colstay to give them the lead. Nebraska Wesleyan gets win number 2 and closes out the home season with a 65-64 victory. For Jeff Moats, our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew, I'm Lucas Mormon, and have a great evening.
University Sports Network telecast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it, and Nebraska Wesleyan University.